Whenever I watch your videos, obviously before I even knew it, you were always dressed fly, and that takes
Uh-huh.
effort. That takes effort because for me, I'm super into style, but you wouldn't know unless you went to my Instagram page, like
Right.
my personal one. You would never know. So, so what got you into dressing fly?
Well, to be honest with you, the only reason why I started dressing fly too is because I'm my own brand. You get what I'm
True.
saying? People see what they see. You get what I'm saying? So, um, if I'm a guy and I'm talking about women and you know what I'm saying, I'm telling you how to get women, and you looking at me and I look like complete I don't want to cuss, but
Yeah.
complete dog poop,
Yeah.
as a
True.
better word, dog poop. You kind of not gonna believe that I have women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that I need something to prove, but like, it's just you view people the way you view people. Like, as human beings, we have a natural instinct to judge. You get what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
and also the other thing is, I noticed every dating coach, no dating coaches did it. You get what I'm saying? Except probably like what, Kevin Samuels, but I don't really even call him a dating coach. You know what I'm saying? But nobody else did it. Everybody just dressed regular. You know, they probably had a t-shirt on, and I used to do that too. But I was like, you know what? That's lazy. You get what I'm saying? And guys need to understand that you need to have some type of style. Like, it ain't just, you can't just be going out there and just with a regular t-shirt on, some sweats and some jacked up boots, and think that you're gonna be pulling some high quality women. That's not how it's gonna go. You can go out there and
Yeah.
pull a woman.
You
You know what
can.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, just play the numbers game, but you're not gonna be pulling the type of woman that you're attracted to. You get what I'm saying? Because you attract what you are, and if you're looking like or dog poop, you're gonna get women who look like dog poop too, or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So it just all goes in with that. So, and I also can make another income off of just giving advice. I can give you some style advice, some style points, where I dress at, how I dress, and where I got my sense of style from. So all of that just combined. So that's how I started to do all that. But it
That's
is it
dope.
is hassle. It is a hassle, always trying to get dressed and stuff like that. But I have to get dressed every day anyways, so it doesn't really matter.
Got you, man. I like that. For me, when I was a kid, I was just grab what I saw as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna get dirty anyway at school playing, at recess. So what's the point getting fly? Then I get to high school and I realized these kids that went to a different high school, a private high school, they were dripped out, Dior
Uh,
shirts and True Religion jeans and like Gucci shoes and stuff. And I realized they got different types of they got the baddest girls, right? I'm like, dang,
mm-hmm.
is there a correlation between being fly and getting girls? So
Right.
what I did was I think it's called fast fashion. Whatever that what Gucci or Dior made, PacSun and H&M made it too, but just in a cheaper way. So
Uh-huh.
I'd look the part without the price tag, right?
Yeah.
And one thing I realized with streetwear, that's more my style. You're more menswear. I'm more
Yeah.
streetwear. So for streetwear, it's a bit how to say this properly. It's a bit easier to get into than menswear. Menswear, it requires more expensive pieces, like like
Mm-hmm.
jackets are more expensive, shirts can be more expensive, et cetera, et cetera. But with
Yeah.
streetwear, I tell guys, look, get your white tee, black tee, olive green, like a charcoal and a black. Get you some flannels, get you some bombers, get you some denim jackets, and you have some fits right there. You know,
Right.
like denim jacket with the white, denim jacket with the gray, denim jacket with the black. Like you can start to take your base, which is like your basic tee, and then layer on top of it, right? So in that's what I tell guys to do is because to me that's never going out of style. A white shirt and a denim jacket will never go out of style. I don't care if
Right.
it's 2050. Like it.
Yeah.
So one thing I don't like to do is you remember that trend where people wore shirts with holes in them that were by a rock
Yeah.
band, right? With
Yeah.
bleach. That was a trend, right? That was a trend, and people were
Yeah.
doing that. But it's like I tell people not to shop to trend because now
Yeah.
no one's if you wore that shirt, people look at you crazy. You get attacked by a raccoon. Why you look like Swiss cheese? Why there holes in you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. 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 Right.
So I tell people, to get go into a streetwear and just cop the basics and you'll never go out of style. But what got you more into, I guess, more menswear? Because like how old are you, Zay?
I'm 23.
Yeah,
I really.
yeah, I'm fucking older than you, and you look older than
Yeah.
me, right? So it's like
Yeah.
most men your age are in the streetwear because, and then they
Yeah.
get into menswear in their 30s or their
Right.
late
Right.
20s. So what got you into like the whole menswear look?
I mean, to be honest with you, I do both. I do menswear
Okay.
and I do streetwear. So,
Okay.
I'm not just specific to menswear,
Mhm.
but what got me into menswear is because I do business, So I do
Okay.
real estate.
Okay. Makes sense.
I'm a businessman. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I have to dress like that. So I wanted to find out a way how to dress in business, in a business kind of menswear fashion, but the way that I still liked how I look, you know what I'm saying? Because before that, I just used to dress with streetwear. I used to just dress like I used to just wear Jordans and just probably some Nikes and maybe a bomber or something or a
Yeah.
regular shirt, or I just used to just match. You know what I'm saying? But
Exactly.
the thing about that too is can't nobody take you serious. Can't nobody really take you seriously when you dress like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're trying to do business out here. Nobody, they're gonna look at you like an immature person. You know what I'm saying? Immature little kid. So I just that's what made me go with the menswear, because honestly my personality changed too a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna say it changed, but it matured. You know what I'm saying? So me being the type of person that I am, and I'm over here wearing some Jordans and stuff, it don't flow. You get what I'm saying? So it kind of got to flow with your personality in a way. You get what I'm saying? So if you're not if you're not very mature or something like that, and you're wearing a suit or whatever, it just throws everything off. Like, how are you wearing a suit and you're not very mature? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't really, you don't talk very intelligently or whatever. So that's what really got me into the menswear, because I do business and just my personality wise. So
Yeah, man, I agree. It's it. I have I worked at Nordstrom. I sold women's shoes, right?
uh-huh.
So I know how to up dress and look more menswear. And
Right.
people will look at you differently, man. If you go to a club,
Yeah.
you will stand out. You'll be a peacock, dressed like Zay in a nightclub. But then
Yeah.
women will go, well, what does he do? He looks
Yeah.
like basically they'll give you a leg up over every guy wearing the Jordans. With again, those guys look fly, but
Right. Right. Right.
you're gonna look more like you look like you don't belong there in a way. It's like this guy
Right.
looks like he's probably here visiting. He probably doesn't come here much because the guys who look like him aren't usually in here. Almost makes the
Mm-hmm.
girls wonder, what does he do? Is he a provider? You know what I mean? So just by dressing a little with a bit more effort,
Right.
it's
Right.
definitely a
Right.
thing. Have you ever
Yeah.
experienced
And
that? Girls walk up to you and go, "Oh, like what do you do?" Or you look no, they almost chop it up with you first because just how well you dress.
I mean, I've just seen people just everybody. I've seen, especially like white people, they treat me extremely differently than if I was to wear, and if I was to dress in a stereotypical way. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, they say hi to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, holding doors open to me. I'm very approachable now to them. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's easy for me to approach somebody because of how I dress now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole nother world once you start dressing in a more mature way. You get what I'm saying? Like, the world just shifts to you. I even got, because of the way how I dress, I found like I did a lot of networking in a way. Like, I networked and found some what's it called? Like, I found a group of people who do business and stuff like that, because of how I dress. Like, it's just crazy. Like, it's attracting me stuff. It's attracting me to things that, of a man who's doing business, or who's dressed the way that I'm dressed, and the stereotype of that man, it's attracting me those types of things into my life. Like, because when you look at somebody who dressed with a tie, and you think, what you think, rich. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You think they have a business. You think that they might drive a nice car or whatever. It's just all these stereotypes that come with that, and that's what the stereotypes that's been attracting to me. You know, and to piggyback off what you said, and I didn't start getting into style until I got into high school. When I was in middle school and
Yeah.
down, I didn't care about none of that. Then once I got into high school, but before I even say that, it depends on what high school you go to. Because when I was in like a Catholic school, they didn't care about none of that. Like, the
Yeah.
girls ain't care about what you had on your feet or whatever. Just as long as you dressed it, quote unquote nice, they cared. But like, when I went to a more poor school, a more ghetto school, they cared about your Jordans
True.
and your pants and your shirt, and if you had on Gucci, Louis, and stuff like that. So that's what drew me to that. So now I'm just like a mixture of those two. Like, I still like the Gucci and the Louis a little bit, but now I also like the casual and the business and or the menswear, So
Yeah, that's dope, man. I agree. It's crazy how the black community is so tied into designer when most of the time
yeah.
they don't even got money. Like you know what I mean? Like the whole fit may cost three
Right.
bands, but check their savings account. There's no three bands in there.
Right, right,
So
right,
it's
right.
unfortunate, man, because I grew up in a all white town, so it was materials meant nothing, like legit meant
At all.
nothing. So,
At
but
all.
but as you started to get a bit older, the girls started to choose, and of course they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
choose on the guys that look richer. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's why
Right.
I started changing my style up, and following these like low priced fashion dudes. So they weren't wearing like super expensive brands. They
Mm-hmm.
knew how to coordinate their clothes. So that's why I
Right.
like the way I dress because it's not it's nothing's really that expensive, right?
Right.
It just flows together from top
Right.
to
Right.
bottom. I like my way I dress. It's dope. But what are some tips to give to people? Let's say start off in fashion. Let's just start with streetwear and move way over to menswear. So what's like some things to buy, things to look out for when you first get into streetwear?
Some things to buy, especially for like streetwear. You want to
Yeah.
buy some good. You want to buy like what's it called? Motorcycle jackets, like leather. Not even
Okay.
motorcycle jackets, but leather jackets.
Okay.
Leather
Legit.
jackets are, it's a bad boy look. It
Sure.
looks real, masculine.
Okay.
You can get bombers, definitely
Yep.
bombers. Just a plain, a plain white shirt. Some ripped jeans, not too
Sure.
ripped.
Yeah. Exactly.
And for the shoe wear, see when it comes to like what is it pieces like shoes and stuff like that and like little pieces and stuff like that. I like to like have those are what the expensive stuff that I kind of like to
True.
have.
Yeah.
Like I
Me
like
too. It's funny.
little,
That's my mindset too.
yeah.
The shoes are way more
And
expensive.
that's how that's how it's supposed to be. You just have little expensive things. Now it doesn't have to necessarily be expensive. You can go get probably some Air Force Ones or
For 90
some
bucks. Yeah.
Converses or
Sure.
some regular all white shoes from like Zara or
Yeah.
H&M or something like that.
Sure.
You definitely need a Chelsea boot. You
I have
definitely
one.
gotta
Yeah.
have some Chelsea boots. I love Chelsea boots. They're my favorite boots. I wear them all the time because, especially when if I'm wearing streetwear to make it look more, just a little
Up
bit more
class.
masculine or
Sure.
yeah, up class. I just throw some Chelsea boots on. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, it's dope, man. For me, to piggyback off it. So for me, guys, I say you definitely have to have your plethora of comfortable blank tees, right? Nothing, no real logos, right? So
Yeah, no
black,
logo, no
white,
logos.
gray,
Small.
olive green, maybe maroon if that's your thing, right? And then you start to layer on top of it, right? So you get cool color flannels. Flannels are dope.
Oh yeah, flannels. I got those too. Yeah,
Yeah,
flannel
flannels are
definitely get some
dope
flannel. You
because
got to get some flannels.
they're you can get them on Old Navy or sometimes for $20, right? And then
Right.
there's different colors, right? So there's like red and black, blue and black, maybe gray and black. Like the patterns are limitless. You can get so many different colors of patterns, and they keep you kind of warm, but they're not too warm.
Right,
So
right, right.
it's a nice in between. Next from there, what Zay mentioned is bomber jackets, and bomber jackets come in all different types of colors. You can get black, olive
Matter of fact,
green,
I got
blue.
one right. I
Yeah, he's
got one
going.
right here.
Yep,
There's a nice little
yep.
bomber jacket, got the fur on
With
it.
the fur on it. Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. So I feel like having bomber jackets is nice, and then you can go get denim jackets, and then leather jackets. Just and then with the shoes, like you mentioned, it's man, you can up up your shoe outfit by wearing more leather shoes like carbon
Right.
projects. You can do a leather Chelsea boot. You can do a suede Chelsea boot. Or you can wear like if you have a bit more money, some like leather Cole Haans, and that can make your outfit look a bit more upscale. Even though the top is very like streetwear, like young kid dressing, the shoes
Yeah.
help it save the look and make it a bit more professional sometimes.
Maybe a little bit more mature. You know what I'm
Mature.
saying? I love that look. Or
Yes.
yeah.
Facts. So another thing I'll say lastly, man, is just with the style kind of is your cologne, right?
Oh yeah,
So
love.
so
Yes.
I love the cologne, man. Most people start off with like stuff it's like 30-40 bucks. Hey, it smells good, but the problem is it doesn't last, right? It doesn't last.
Right, right, right.
Then you go to Nordstrom, you buy your Chanel Blue, your Dior Sauvage. Here's the thing with me. I don't like smelling like everybody else. If you walk into a
Mm.
nightclub right now, you will smell three fragrances: Chanel Blue, Dior Sauvage,
Savage.
and Aventus for the rich boys, right? Creed
Or the
Aventus.
Versace one, the
Yeah,
Versace one.
Versace Eros. Those four,
Arrow, yep.
you'll
That's all you
smell those.
smell.
You'll smell those four. No, mind. Don't get me wrong. Those are great fragrances,
Hmm.
but to me, don't buy the stuff that's heavily stocked in the front of Nordstrom. I know that those are the hottest sellers, but try to
Yeah.
find something else so you stand out. For me, I get my fragrances from Louis Vuitton, and
Hmm.
bro, I'll hug a chick and she'll look at me like I stole something.
Yeah.
Like what is that? You know what I mean?
Right.
So and now it's a bit more pricey. I paid 250 for mine, but the lasting impressions you have on people when you smell like that is different.
Man, you would get some type. You would, man, you would get women ready to tear you out your clothes just for smelling good. So I like YSL. I
YSL's
like
amazing.
I like Gucci.
Yep.
I like yeah, I like Dior Sauvage. I ain't gonna lie. That's my number one. Dior
That's a
Sauvage
hot. That's a
is my number
great
one.
fragrance.
I
It's
know
so
everybody
strong.
got
It's so strong. It smells so good. But I want a woman to get around me and go, I've never smelled this before.
it.
Right.
Right.
So real quick, guys, I'll say my favorite, more cheaper. Like when I say cheap, it's like $100. And I know that's some people it's a lot of money, but for me, if it that bottle will last you at least a year. So do the math on that. 365 divided by 100, you're spending like shit, like 30, like 50 cents a day or some weird shit like that. Let me
Yeah,
see here.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Like it lasts you. Yeah, it lasts you a long time.
divided by 100, 365. Like it's cheap, man. So some of my favorites, guys, to look out for if you're getting into fragrances, is YSL the YSL Ultimate, Mont Blanc Legend, Aqua de Gio. Doesn't matter which color. I like the black or the clear one. Doesn't matter. Aqua de Gio in general. Armani Code. Doesn't matter which style of Armani
Hmm.
Code. And then I also like Polo Black, and lastly Chanel Blue. Those and Dior Sauvage, of course. So those four were
I got
really
to get me a polo. I got
yeah.
to get me a polo one. I need another YSL one. And my favorite one, my second favorite one is 1 million.
Is
The
is
1 million.
is that that gold, that
That
big gold?
gold bar. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, oh my head turner,
Okay, gotcha.
head turner. People coming up tapping you. Hey, what's
True,
that?
true.
Yeah.
So I'll give the people your favorite fragrances that you're rocking so they can get some inspiration from you.
1 million.
Okay.
And what is the other one? I like Dior, my Dior's. I
Yeah.
like my Dior's. And it's another one. And do you know what it's called? It's the one where it looks like the gun barrel, and
Ooh, a gun barrel. Ooh, that sounds
it's,
interesting.
it's a gun. It's like a gun barrel thing, and it's a very spicy smell, and it's
Oh, spice is oh wait. I think it's a grenade. Is it spice bomb?
no, not spice
Okay.
bomb.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to just come back to that one. I like Mercedes Benz ones and
Mercedes
Gucci.
Benz.
Yo,
Okay.
they Mercedes got good cologne, man. They got some good cologne. And there's some other ones I got, and I don't even know the names of them. They just smell good. And
Okay,
Coach
coach.
got
Okay.
some good cologne. Oh, you wouldn't even
No,
they
I
got
didn't
some
know.
good cologne, Coach.
That's what's up,
So
man. That's dope. That's super dope.